All right, welcome again, everyone, to our Postcard Networker Saturday morning breakfast call. My name is Joel Brett, and I'm here with my beautiful wife, Kristen. We are live here Saturday, the 5th of August, 2017, and as always, I'm excited to be talking to you guys. I'm excited to be working with each and every one of you, and I'm going to share some interesting things with you today, so just hang tight. Let's just get started as we always do, recognizing those that are earning an income with Postcard Networker just in the last week, by the way. These are all people that have earned a check or matching postcards, free postcards for their business. So congratulations to Stan and David and Greg, Twanzel, Kate, Kent, George. Congratulations to Jim and Joe and Henry, Charles, Josh, Sam, Jack, Robert, David, William, May. Congratulations to Marianne and Jerry, Linda, Sean, Pandora. Congratulations to Mark and Roy, and Sandra, Brianna, Frederick, Richard, Jenny, Kim, Kevin, Jamero, Moses. Congratulations to Alonzo and Brian and Georgetta, Greg, Gail, Howard, Mike, Ronald, Obra. Congratulations to Raymond and Franklin and Kyle, Wolf, Rick, Lorraine, Brett, Ben. Congratulations to Travis and Diana, Alicia, Enoch. Congratulations to Robert and Virginia, Donald, Cynthia, Will, Luann, and Debbie. And congratulations to everybody that's building their business, making an impact on their own home-based business and starting to build a future for themselves and their families. And congratulations to all of you that have showed up on this call today. You know, part of building a business that a lot of people don't understand, I mean, I definitely know that people who aren't in our industry sometimes look at us as a little bit weird, a little bit strange, is all the training that we do, is all the education that we do, is all the self-improvement that we do. But without it, your success and my success and everybody's success really is a lot harder if we don't learn and share and grow together. And if you think about, you know, sometimes people look at me like I have three heads because we constantly do self-development and we're watching videos and we're learning. But this is the same in every industry. This is the same in every job. I mean, people go to college or university for 4 years, 6 years, 8 years to learn a trade, to learn, you know, a profession, and then they constantly go on courses and they do upgrades in education to be able to progress. So it's not that we're different or we're weird because we're the ones providing the training, and you can get all kinds of training online and things like that. We're actually the ones that are at the top, you know, of our trade. We're at the top of our industry. And the people that tend to try to bring us down are the ones that are just kind of stagnant, sitting around, not really progressing. A lot of times if you look at, and this is just kind of an aside, I'm getting off track a little bit, but a lot of times if you look at the people that are trying to tear us down, trying to complain about us or trying to tell us, you know, oh, that's never going to work, or why are you wasting your time doing that, or what have you, they tend to be the same people that are unhappy with their lives, unhappy with their current state of income, unhappy with their job, maybe unhappy with their marriage, unhappy with their life, their ability to take vacations, or their car or their house or whatever. I mean, generally those people tend to be unhappy and they're going to attack somebody, and you're just a target, right? You're just one of many. So the quicker you can brush off those attacks and the quicker you can brush off that negativity, the easier your life is going to be in building your own home-based business, because you really don't need a lot of that negativity in your life. Anyway, let's go to updates. We did, of course, receive our new shipment of postcards. So we've got all of the new brand partner postcards, which we're continuing to introduce over the next couple of weeks. So we actually have some postcards here that we haven't even introduced yet, but we're going to wait. Okay. We're doing another one today, which obviously you can use and participate in and use to be able to build your business. It's a wonderful card, by the way. I'm holding it right now. It looks fabulous, and I'll tell you what, this thing is going to get results for your business. And I'll hold off explaining it and showing it for a couple of minutes. But so anyway, we got all our new shipment of postcards. So for those of you that have been waiting, if you have been waiting, 90, let's say 8% of all the orders went out yesterday. Normally shipping is like 2 to 3 business days, priority shipping. So 2 to 3 business days you should have your order and or orders, depending on what you're waiting for. But man, we had a crazy shipping day yesterday. So pretty much everything else is out. If your order didn't go out yesterday, it'll go out this weekend. So you'll only be a day behind anyway. Okay, and that's only a few orders that we just didn't get to. But pretty much everything is in the mail, and we're back on schedule now for shipping next day, which we normally do. We've been doing this for almost the entire course of the business, but every once in a while we get caught up. I mean, July 4th just went nuts for sales. I mean, we ran a promotion and everybody just jumped on it, and we literally ran out of postcards. Which doesn't really happen a lot in our business because I usually stay ahead of all of the lead generation, all the postcards, all the printing, and everything. So we're kind of just back to normal on our next day shipping. So if you place an order today, it'll go tomorrow, or Monday rather, because tomorrow's Sunday. But if you place an order, it goes out the next day. Okay. The new Elite pages too that you guys have been waiting for will be ready in the next couple of days. Okay, and we'll announce that next week. Before Saturday, anyway, we'll give them to you guys so you can start using them. We're just finalizing putting a couple of videos on there, and then we'll have them all done. But all the programming is pretty much done on those pages. We've tested them; they work really well. They look spectacular. And by the way, just to give you a little hint here, your picture will actually show up on the Elite page on the kind of the pitch page or the landing page. So we're starting to customize some of those pages as well, so that if you upload a picture into our system through your account in your members area, it'll pull your picture into your landing page. And we're going to start doing more and more customization as well as we grow as a company, just to be able to help promote you. I mean, we talk about branding you through the YouTube marketing, through the OMA program, and some different things. And I know people always ask, and they want the additional branding. So definitely we've included that in with the new Elite pages. And those pages, by the way, everyone gets access to them. So you don't have to be an Elite member. Of course, I'm going to recommend you be an Elite member or an Elite Plus member, with all the benefits that you get from it. But that's just a page to be able to promote the Elite Plus program, so you could be able to use that for your advertising. So that will be available in the next couple of days, and everybody will get access to that immediately once we announce it. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to talk about 2 things today. We are going to announce the brand new postcards, but bear with me. That's actually the really exciting part, is showing you the new cards. For those of you that have been waiting for some new designs and some new looks and things like that, they are here. They're fabulous. My beautiful wife Kristen helped out as well with the card that we're going to be introducing today, and I got to tell you, I should really just put it down because I keep staring at it. It looks really good. It's going to catch a lot of attention. But I want to start by doing just a short training with you. And I just want to have a conversation, just a bit of a conversation with everybody this morning about making a full-time income selling business tools, okay, selling tools. And this is something that kind of came up this week. I was talking to one of our leaders in our business, a good friend of mine. I've known him for well over a decade, if you can believe it. And we've been friends, but it's not like we were friends before business. I mean, we met in a home-based business, and we've known each other for well over a decade. We've been friends, and in the last couple of years, I've been talking to him about why more people don't go full-time. And I was asking him, I said, do you know people in network marketing? There are people in network marketing, a lot of them that get a big hit with a network marketing company, and they build a big team and they start getting a big paycheck, making 10 grand, 20 grand, 30, 40 grand a month. And I said, do you know that some of those people, and I know some of them personally because, I wouldn't say I'm super connected, but I'm fairly well connected. I mean, I know a lot of different people in this industry, and we all share different stories, and I know different leaders and things like that I talk to from time to time. Now, we're not sitting on the phone all day talking, but every once in a while you connect with some of these people, and, oh, have you heard about so-and-so? Oh, yeah, or this company or that company, and different companies are going bankrupt, and different companies are, just exploding and doing really well. And I asked him, I said, did you know that there are people that I personally know that were making $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month or more in their network marketing company, and now today have a job, like they're selling cars, or they're they kind of went back to their old accounting job, or they like there legitimately is these people, and and they tend to go back into sales positions because they became pretty good at sales through network marketing. But I asked him that, and he's like, wow, yeah, I never really thought of that, because we focus so much attention in network marketing on the residual income and the dream of being able to have kind of that lifetime of income and that replacement income. But sometimes we don't look at the reality of what's happening and what happens in our industry. And I tend to be, for good or bad, I'm not sure, but I tend to be overly honest. I tend to be overly, informational with our teams and with my members and with my friends and everybody. I tend to just say it like it is, like if I see something going on, or if I see something that's good or bad or whatever, I tend to comment on it. And maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, I'm not sure, but when I was talking to him, I said, do you realize that there's people that were making $40,000 a month and now have a job making $40,000 a year? And if you think about that, it kind of blows your mind, right? Because like, how can somebody go from building a network marketing team up to making $400,000 or $500,000 a year, $500,000 or more a year, down to a regular job, making $40,000 or $50,000 a year now again, like a tenth of the income? And, the question really becomes, well, why don't they just go do it again? Why do they submit to the workforce again? Why do they submit to, kind of the regular 9 to 5? Doesn't really make a lot of sense, right? Well, one of the reasons why, in my opinion, is because they're not necessarily paying attention to what's going on in the industry, and they're not really building a stable long-term business alongside of their network. See, sometimes people kind of get a little bit lucky, right? They get really excited. They get a good product or service that they're excited about, and it's almost like the excitement builds the business, because they start building and recruiting people and telling people, and then once it gets to a certain level, they kind of slow down and go into management mode, and they just start directing people what to do, and you should do this and you should do that. And then the problem is, if the company goes under, if the company itself goes bankrupt, or if people start to leave, they don't know how to react or to adjust, right? And I was talking to him, and I said, do you know that I've been in several different companies over the years, but I've always made a full-time income outside of my network marketing check, outside of the company check that's coming from selling XYZ products. And it's kind of intriguing him, and he was kind of not totally getting it. And I said, listen, do you realize that I make as much money selling websites and tools and leads and systems as I do from my network marketing check? Now, sometimes the network marketing checks are significantly higher. Sometimes they go way higher. But the ability for us to be able to make the same income or more selling tools and selling leads and selling systems and websites and hosting and all these tools that network marketers need for their business is there. Now, the interesting thing, though, is that companies come and go. Products come and go. Excitement comes and goes. But the one thing that doesn't change, right, is that you're always going to need the tools. You're always going to need the picks and the shovels to go mine the gold, right? You know, if you look back at some of the stories of the gold rush, and you know, I'm not going to belabor the point, but you know, they say, oh, who's the one that got rich? Well, the couple guys that struck gold got rich, but also the people selling the picks and the shovels and the water and the tents and all the tools, right? For all those miners, for all those people that were rushing to try to become rich, they also became super wealthy, right? So my point being is that sometimes we lose focus because we get so excited about a product or service, right? Sometimes we lose focus on what it is that we're doing. And a smart businessman or a smart businesswoman will take everything into consideration as they build their business, okay? Network marketing and postcard marketing and home-based business and all of this boils down to one big idea, okay? Success in this industry, honestly, if you take nothing else from any of the training that I've been doing over the last year or two, you will heed this point. You will pay attention very closely to what I'm about to say, okay? Success in our industry really boils down to one thing, to one skill, to one ability, and to you accomplishing one thing. It's about building your network, okay? It's about building your following. It's about building people who are willing to make a purchase from your company or from the products and services that you're offering. That's it, okay? It's not about finding the best comp plan this week. It's not about finding the product that's going to revolutionize the world. It's not about any of that, okay? Technically speaking, those things help accelerate your income. Those things help increase your business, right? If you have a wonderful comp plan, or if you have the greatest product that everybody wants, or if you get in first in a company and you can stick it out long enough to build a big organization, great. But it still just comes down to one thing. No matter what company I promote, no matter what company you promote, if I have more people in my company, in my downline, in my network than you do, I'm going to make more money than you, okay? Transversely, if you have more people in your network, if you have more people in your downline buying, okay, more buyers, more people purchasing, you're going to make more money than I will, okay? So as we build our business, and as I've built my business over the last, 10, 15 years, I want you to understand that yeah, we've made money in network marketing companies. Yeah, we've made money selling different products and services. Companies have come and gone. Some of the companies that I've been in are still existing. Some of them are gone. They're bankrupt, or they're closed down. But the one thing still remains. selling tools, selling leads, selling systems, selling marketing, selling training has never gone away for me. And if you focus your energy over the next 3, 6, 12 months selling the tools and selling the training and building your downline and building your team inside Postcard Networker, your income over the next 5 years, 10 years can stabilize from your home-based business. You can generate a stable, consistent, good income. Okay? Now, the flip side of that is you might not have the spikes. You might, but you might not. You might not have like the, you know how some of the network marketers pitch, oh, you're going to go into this hyperbolic growth phase and it's just going to explode if you get in at the right time. Well, selling tools, you may or may not hit something like that, okay? But people are going to buy leads every single month. They're going to keep buying postcards every single month. They need to continue building their business. And by using a system like Postcard Networker, we are literally years ahead of our competition, decades ahead of some of our competition, okay, in terms of the other postcards and postcard marketing and systems and things like that are available. Okay, so if you start to compare us to other systems, we're already way ahead of them. You are in a position where you have a system and a technology and a lead source that is way ahead of everybody else. Okay, and it's really just about getting the word out. It's really just about building your team within that system, within that platform. Okay, think about why some of these leaders are now coming to us, to Postcard Networker, joining in as a brand partner and building their system, building their platform, building their name and their brand inside of Postcard Networker. Just think about that for a minute. There are leaders, okay, like a couple weeks ago, Dr. Pritchard, and then today we're going to talk about Jerry Ross, okay? Why are these leaders coming to us and saying, yeah, let me build my brand inside of Postcard Networker. I want to be part of Postcard Networker. Because the technology and the simplicity of our system is light years ahead of everybody else. And that's why they're coming here. That's why you've been attracted here. You're here for a reason. You didn't just magically one day get a postcard. Okay? We've attracted you with our systems, with our marketing, with our copy, with our videos, with everything, and said, listen, come be a part of us. We will show you how to make a full-time income. And I want you to think about this. There is not a lot of places that will allow you to build a full-time income selling business tools and leads and postcards and training, and at the same time build your network marketing company. My goal is that so that you can have a long-term residual income with a network marketing company. Okay, that's the goal. My goal is to help you build a full-time income with your company, no matter what it is. But I'm saying, listen, sometimes stuff happens that we can't control. So why not build a full-time income selling tools alongside your second full-time income? Think about this, and I had one last story, and then we'll get to the postcard, I promise. So I had a friend of mine. Her and her husband built a business probably, I want to say 8 years ago. 8, maybe longer, maybe 15, 8 or 15 years ago, 12 years, something like that. Anyway, when it was is not really that important. But when I first met them, and I started talking to her, I was kind of like in awe, because I was fairly young in my career, right, getting started, and they had just literally got in a fight with their network marketing company, and when they left that network marketing company, They were kind of forced out. Whatever happens. I mean, it's neither here nor there. But at the time, they were making $240,000 per month from the network marketing company. They would get a check for $240,000, so $250,000 a month they were generating. So they were bringing in probably close to $3 million a year from that network marketing company through building the downline, okay? Through building their team and selling the products and services to all their downline and their team. And I talked to her husband, and I said, because I've always been into the systems and the tools and the marketing systems and things like that, and I said, and they ran a marketing system for their team at the time, but they didn't charge for it. The company wouldn't let them bill for the system. And I said, what if you just billed like $10 a month or $20 or $30 a month for your system, for your website lead generation kind of system that they used? Instead, they gave it away for free. And we started doing the numbers. And based on the number of members they had in their system at the time, just in the marketing system, not even including like the downline product sales and stuff like that, just the marketing system alone, had they charged for it, okay, instead of giving it away for free, they would have brought in, get this, over $1 million a month in income. Over $1 million a month. They were literally giving away over $12 million a year. And all they would have had to do is just charge like $20 a month, okay, $30 a month for their marketing system. They were giving away $1 million a month, and honestly, I thought I could hear him crying on the other end of the phone when we started, because he had never really thought of that before. He was more so focused on the $240,000 a month, and rightfully so. That's a lot of money, right? But I'm sure he was crying that night that they literally could have, for probably 4 or 5 years, build out another $12 million a year or more. All that to say, if you're building a network marketing company and you're not selling leads and tools and systems and marketing, you're kind of leaving a lot of money on the table. Literally, that couple could have made 5 times the money that they made. 5 times if they had just sold tools and websites and systems at the same time. 5 times the money. Okay, instead of making $250,000 a month, they could have been making $1.25 a month. All right? Now, those are some very big numbers, and that's kind of an extreme example. But in your network marketing company, if you're making $500 a month, what if you were selling leads and tools and building your team in Postcard Networker as well? Could you be making $1,000 a month? Could you maybe make them $1,500 a month? Can you increase your income, right? And that's the point. Here's the other point. When the company stopped paying them, that was probably a horrible letter to get in the mail, by the way, because I've had that letter come to me before. It's a horrible experience. And instead of a paycheck, you get a letter saying, hey, we're parting ways. But when that letter arrived to them, literally cutting off $240,000 of income each month, gone, boom. They didn't have another income to turn to. Now, they had money in the bank, and so they were okay, but that's a big shock to the system. If one day your employer lets you go and stops paying you your salary, stops paying you your paycheck every 2 weeks, what would that do for you? Right? Think about that. They didn't have a backup plan. They didn't have enough. I mean, they got back on their feet and they were fine, but they just had to go rebuild another network marketing company, which was, difficult and not exciting for them. But they could have had that other income, the marketing, the tools, the leads, the websites, the systems. They could have had that income, and it wouldn't even have phased them necessarily to lose that income. It would have hurt, but it wouldn't have completely shut down all of their income. Okay? That's how my life has been for the last 15 years. Anytime a company goes sideways or goes bankrupt, or if I don't want to build it anymore, if I choose to join something else, my income has been stable. Our mortgage is paid, our cars are paid, our bills are paid, our lifestyle is covered, our vacations are paid. Everything is paid through the tools and the systems and the marketing and the leads and the postcards and everything that we sell, right, that we offer, that business. The network marketing company is over and above that. That's what I want you to start thinking of as we continue to build this business together, is that you can make a full-time income selling the tools to other network marketers. Not only that, not only just sending the postcards, people that want our system are really easy to find, guys. Just go online. There are hundreds of thousands of network marketers that need our tools, that need our system, that need our marketing, and that can benefit from the extra income of sharing it with their team. Okay? It's not difficult to find people who need what we have to offer, but you do have to do the work. Okay? So here's my last piece of advice, then we'll open up for the postcards, and I'll share with you our brand new postcard. Spend the time over the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, over the next year, really, building up your downline, building up your team, growing a successful team with Postcard Networker. This will do so much more for your home-based business career and for your life and for your income and for your stability in this industry than anything you've ever done before. Okay, building a solid team within an environment where you're making money from websites and systems and training and tools and marketing and leads, okay, and then building your income with the network marketing company will create more stability for you, will create a greater sense of peace, and will obviously double or triple or quadruple your income at the same time. Okay, so I just want to continue to encourage you to use, continue using our system and continue using our postcards and continue putting people into this model. This is what has created so much stability for me. I never have to get a job. I will never go get a job. There's so many network marketers that were full-time. As I was telling you at the beginning, I know network marketers that were making $30,000 a month that now have a job. 5 years later, they're now back, selling cars or doing, driving around. They have a, and it's unfortunate, but at the same time, the reason most of the time is because they don't have the stability of the website tools, leads, marketing system type business. Okay, because once their products or services or once their company goes down, they really have no other option. They can either rebuild it or go get a job, and a lot of them unfortunately just choose the easier route. Okay, all right, let's get to the postcard. So Jerry Ross is a brand partner with Postcard Networker, of course. So I'd like to again just kind of welcome Jerry as one of our brand partners. I know I already welcomed you, Jerry, but Jerry and I have been working together to put together a very familiar, postcard for you guys. Very simple kind of transition for those of you that want to use this postcard. However, the difference being is that it's got a really nice pop on it. Okay, it's got a really nice kind of attention grabber, and we definitely, Jerry and I definitely leaned on my wife Kristen to help us with that. So, I definitely want to give props to Kristen for working with us on that. But really, Jerry was the one with the kind of inspiration in terms of what he wanted it to look like and do. And of course, I always put my 2 cents in and my input in as well. So I'm excited to be able to show you guys kind of the new postcard that we're introducing today. Now, as you can see, it actually looks quite similar to some of the postcards that you may have been mailing over the last year. A lot of the verbiage is the same, okay? And the reason why a lot of the verbiage is the same is because it works, all right? One of the things that, that Jerry said to me is, well, I don't necessarily want to reinvent the wheel here, but let's just try to increase and improve the conversions and get more bang for our buck, okay? So as you can see, Jerry and I are on this postcard. Now, for those of you that don't know Jerry, he has been in direct mail and working in kind of the mail order industry for a while now. And you may or may not recognize his picture. I know a lot of prospects won't necessarily, because he hasn't necessarily put his picture on a lot of stuff, postcards or systems or letters and things like that. However, I want to tell you something specific about Jerry that is different than some of our other brand partners. A lot of prospects in these circles, right, in the direct mail kind of industry, there's a good chance they'll recognize his name, okay, because he has been a very active mailer and a very active leader in direct mail over the years, okay? So the neat thing about this postcard is by adding Jerry to it alongside with me, there's a chance that people are going to recognize me, but there's also a chance that they're going to recognize Jerry or maybe both of us. And it kind of gives you that extra little oomph, right? Adding another person to the postcard, you're saying, listen, it's not just Joel. It's not just one top leader. Now you're working with 2 top leaders, okay? And it's, you'll see that on our new Elite website as well, where we add several leaders to the website. So let's just take a little bit of a closer look. Now, this first side, that's the full side. It looks absolutely beautiful, and you can actually see we took this this image and stuff like that Kristen made for Jerry's postcard, and we're using it, of course, as our backdrop for our Saturday morning breakfast calls. It's so good, like it's so, I don't know, I just love it. And we always love to keep things fresh too, right? Fresh and new and beautiful and exciting and whatever. So, but that side of the postcard, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. That's the matte side, so it's got a bit of texture to it, okay? And all of our postcards we print with kind of that matte finish on the one side, which again completely separates us from everybody else. Nobody else does that, right? Everybody else just kind of has that normal gloss on their postcards, and we have a bit of texture that makes us a little bit different. But looking at the postcard, if I get this postcard in the mail, it's just such a beautiful image, and reinvent your life is such a powerful message. I just feel like that messaging and that kind of little mini headline with Postcard Networker on there is definitely going to grab attention. When somebody gets that in the mail, I mean, that's not just kind of your regular work at home or home-based business postcard, right? Like, definitely it looks high-end. It looks, very, very beautiful and custom and fabulous. So that reinvent your life message is something that obviously we're going to promote, we're going to use, and I don't know, I mean, just looking at it, I just think it looks great. And then the other side of the postcard, of course, is kind of our normal stuff, right? Still the offer, still the pitch. We've got at the top the 24/7 recorded message, okay, and that's, of course, just that short little 4 or 5 minute message that I recorded that we've been using. You can get 4 paychecks by mailing the card. We've got the postcardteam.com website, which directs to your Postcard Networker website, of course. The access code is going to be printed directly underneath that. So you can see this spot right here where the access code goes, of course, on the addressed postcards, your ID number, your access code gets printed right there, okay? And then it's got kind of just a shortened version of what we've been using on the postcards for the last probably 6 months. You know, I'm a real person. I'm here to help you. I've worked full-time from home. I can help you too. Copy what we're doing. Come on our live calls. And then we've got the phone number for the testimonials as well, which is powerful. Here's what others are saying. And then, of course, we've got to the right, you know, your 4 paychecks. So you get paid on postcards, paid on marketing training, paid on information products, paid on your network marketing company. And that's what I've been talking about this morning that I think really needs to be pitched and really needs to be told to people. It's like, listen, there's 3 other income streams here outside of your network marketing company that most people are missing. We need to really talk about the fact that you get 4 paychecks. You get 4 different income streams with Postcard Networker. You know, the postcards and the leads basically are all kind of paycheck number 1. You're getting paid on the marketing material. Number 2, you're getting paid on training, right, with the OMA program. All right, you're getting paid on the information products, which we release now and again, and you can make kind of additional income there. And then the network marketing company. And if you look at kind of the simplicity of this postcard, of this message, I just think it's going to convert. I would say the back will get much more attention than the ones we've been using. If you kind of look at, and of course I'm going to be biased because I help put it together. I'm going to be biased on all of these cards. I think they're all going to do fabulous. You know, Dr. Pritchard's cards last week, we started, you know, we're starting to use them. And then Jerry's cards here, I mean, I just feel like that reinvent your life with the texture and with the look and the feel of it. I just think, and this, by the way, if you're looking at it on the screen, it doesn't do justice to what the postcard looks like because there's no white border, by the way, on the actual postcard either. The image just goes right to the edge of the card, and it just really pops. I mean, I look at some things sometimes and I say, okay, is there anything that looks like this in our marketplace? Is there any, like, there's so much mail that people get. There's so many other postcards, so many other letters, so much other junk mail and stuff like that they get. How are we going to stand out? How are we going to catch their attention long enough? I mean, the first hurdle really that we have to do is not hit the trash, right? Not hit the recycling. When people sort their mail, we want to be in the good pile, right? We want to be in the save pile. Like I do this too. I sort my mail. I throw out a bunch of stuff and I keep a bunch of stuff. And if things, you know, if things hit my attention, if they catch my attention enough, then I'm going to save it, right? I think that just that one side of this postcard would catch my attention enough because it's beautiful. It's kind of, you know, it's got a good message, but it's different. It almost looks like a work of art. And once you get some of these cards and you start sending them, you're going to absolutely really love them, I think. And of course, you know, the conversions will be the final determinant. But I mean, I just see these as doing wonderful. And then of course at the bottom there, no computer, no problem. Just register through mail. I mean, that's the same as the postcards we're using now. Send $10 for priority shipping. Of course, you're going to make a couple bucks on that as well. You know, if somebody sends in the $10, you get a commission. The upline gets a commission. If any of your downline are using these, same thing. You're getting. I mean, they're not huge commissions on the $10, but the $10 is just an intro pack that we're mailing to the prospect to get them into the Elite Plus and the Elite, and to be an affiliate with us, right? And by the way, all the new intro packs that are going out have the new Elite and Elite Plus packages as the pitch, okay? So they can join as either an affiliate or an Elite member or an Elite Plus member, okay? As of last week when we announced all the Elite Plus was available and ready, that's when we switched over the intro packages to just pitch just the Elite and Elite Plus programs, okay? So you know, the deal really is, listen, they're going to send in $10. We're going to pitch them the Elite Plus. They're going to join the Elite Plus under you. Okay, so you get $1 or 50 cents or whatever from the initial intro pack, but of course then you're getting $50 a month as those people join as Elite Pluses. Okay, and they can do that either through the mail by mailing a set, or just go to the website, okay, the Postcard Team website above with your access code. All right. I'm super excited about this, guys. And again, we don't necessarily have a huge story behind this card, except to say, listen, when, you know, again, like I said, when Jerry kind of came, you know, when we got together and when he became a brand partner, you know, I just asked him, I said, you know, do you want to create a full system, or do you want to create, and he basically said, listen, Joel, I really like the cards that we're using now. Let's just tweak it a little bit. Let's just make it a little bit better. Let's keep the pitch the same, and let's just improve upon what we're already doing. And I think that's what we've done very, very well here. I think it was a smart decision to do that. And, of course, you can start using these cards. So if you want to be mailing these wonderful cards, you can, of course, pick them up in your members area. Just go under the shop, under your shopping cart. And remember, when you're selecting either a one-time purchase or an auto ship for postcards, just make sure now you select the cards you want. Okay, so there's 3 different options in there right now, and you'll be able to see the picture of the cards. So you'll see the Reinvent Your Life kind of picture, of course, for this postcard. And hey, I just recommend that you pick some up, get some in the mail. You'll see the conversions, you know, coming in, you know, very quickly, I think, with these, because again, it's gonna, like, just look at this. I mean, it's going to grab attention. It's different. People get a lot of cards in the mail, especially right now. And I get all the cards, right? I get them all because I'm on, like, everybody's mailing list, right? Because our address, as the owners of Postcard Networker, everyone picks up our address and throws them on their list, right? But I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at, I got a stack of cards here right now. Let me look at them. So I got a stack of probably 15 different postcards that I've gotten just this week. I get tons of postcards. Let me tell you that most of them are printed on either white or yellow cardstock. It looks like they were printed at home, which is fine. I mean, it's a cheap way to do printing. There's a green one too. So there's white, yellow, green paper that people are just printing at home. Fine, all right? But here's the thing. If you're going to spend the money, and this is the thing I could never understand, okay, about direct mail, about people trying to get into direct mail, or even other people running these systems, I could never understand. Listen, the biggest cost in direct mail is not the postcard cost. It's not the mail piece. So if you're going to send a letter through the mail, your biggest cost isn't your letter in your envelope. Okay, the biggest cost isn't the actual postcard. Your biggest cost, where the costs come from, are the leads and the stamps. Okay, if you break down the cost of what it costs for postcards and for mailing and for letters and all that, half of the cost is just the stamp and the postcard, or sorry, just the stamp and the leads. Okay, so why not print? Like, it takes almost as much effort and money and cost to build a beautiful postcard as it does to, like, this one. This is the worst one ever, I think. It's got nothing on the one side. It's a completely blank white side. I can't even believe these people spent 34 cents to mail it to me. It's white with a label and a stamp on one side. They didn't even bother printing on both sides of the postcard. And let me tell you right now, it costs barely anything more to print on both sides of the postcard. So this is an absolutely, now, by the way, I keep all the postcards just because I'm in the business, but it just blows my mind. On the back of the postcard, it's this kind of dull yellow color, and it just has 4 lines and a website. 4 lines and a website. This is the one thing I've learned in direct mail. Okay, this is the one thing I've learned in selling through the mail. Use your space. Like, use the space you have available to you. Don't waste it. Right? Don't send out junk, looking stuff. Like, it just blows my mind. And most of these, by the way, just come and go. I mean, a lot of these cards I've never seen before. They're brand new. Some of them I can't believe hang on, but most of them are just come and gone because they don't know how to design a postcard. Okay? They don't know how to create a sales offer. This is going to get attention. Okay. Number one, nobody has a postcard that looks like this, and our offer is wonderful too, by the way. All right, like our offer is really solid. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say for this week on the postcard. I want you to just sit down and think about this, folks. As you use Jerry's postcards, as you use the regular Postcard Networker ones, as you use Dr. Pritchard's, as you use more of the brand partner offers and things like that we have, the focus is still just on building that full-time income. The focus is still on building your downline, building your team, and putting them into an environment where you can keep them, train them, help them, work with them, and allow them to have that same opportunity to generate income on postcards, on training, on information products, and on a main network marketing company. Okay? And as we build our business and our teams together over the next 6, 12, 24 months, I think you're going to see that your income is much more stable in an environment like this than if you just go join a network marketing company and then skip over and maybe try another one and then try another one and then do another. I mean, that's what people tend to do, but they don't have that steady income flow from a lead source, from postcards, from marketing, from training that they really should have in their business. Okay? Because if you take that with you everywhere, that's what keeps your income steady and growing, even if you ever decide to change your network marketing companies. Okay? So again, this postcard, Jerry's postcard, is available. I want to say Jerry, but it really is just another one of our postcards, the one with myself and Jerry on it. Is available for you in your back office. Recommend that you use it, of course. And hey, I'm going to start mailing these out, of course, today. I mean, we've already got some, so we're already starting to mail some out just for ourselves. Jerry's got some on the way to him, and definitely you guys can all have some on the way to you as well. So have a great, wonderful, fabulous weekend, everyone. I wish you all the best, and we'll talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.
Thank you.